Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading Am I the Arsehole for telling my fiance she needs to take losing weight seriously? What I'm going to do is read the original post and then read some comments and then go back and read the update on the original post at the end. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories. To give context, both me and my fiance are overweight and obese. I'm 190 centimeters, 6'3", and was 115 kg, 255 pounds, and my fiance is 179 centimeter, 5'9", and is 100 kg, 220 pounds. Recently, 3 months ago, my fiance and I decided we would start losing weight. I noticed a serious decline in my health and felt very uncomfortable with how I looked. My fiance admitted she felt the same way about herself. So we sat down and started making plans. We'd eat the 3 times per day you're supposed to eat and keep track of our calories and avoid sugar, fat, and high carb food. We also agreed we'd work out every other day, half hour of combined cardio and weight training. A training schedule was provided by a professional trainer from a fitness center whom we both contacted. This was 3 months ago. I've since gone from 115 kg, 255 pounds, to 104 kg, 230 pounds. I'm getting a lot of compliments from people and I'm genuinely feeling more energetic, sleep better, my body stopped aching, and I stopped snoring. I also got my confidence back about how I look as my belly got smaller and my face isn't bloated. My fiance, however, lost no weight. I first noticed the issue in the first month, where you usually hit your biggest weight loss. At first I thought that maybe she was one of those people that has a really hard time losing the weight. However, I caught her a month ago snacking on chips, ice cream, and other high sugar, fat, carb foods, and even skipping exercise days. We had a talk about it, and she promised she would stop doing it. We threw out all the snacks, and for a while everything seemed okay. However, I caught her again yesterday. She hid her snacks and thought I had left to do some stuff out of the house, but I came back within 2 minutes because I forgot something important and walked in on her eating chocolate chip cookies. She then spilled the beans about her secret stash after a small argument. I got really upset with her and told her she needed to take this more seriously. I told her she was not overweight, but obese, and she was seriously risking her life, especially since diabetes runs in her family. I continued by telling her that I love her and that I was sorry for being so harsh, but that if she doesn't change her ways, she'll end up in an early grave. She started yelling at me, saying that I was being insensitive and said, "You should just go and find someone thinner if my looks really turn you off so much." I have no idea how she got the idea that this was my issue with it all, and I made sure to tell her that I loved her dearly and that she was still the most beautiful woman in my life. However, she stormed off and refused to talk to me for quite some time. She insists that I'm being an arsehole. I told her about Am I the Arsehole on Reddit, and we agreed to post it here. So Reddit, to put this to rest, and I apologize if I am I the arsehole in this situation? Not the arsehole at all. 1. You have never once shamed her about her looks in this. 2. You tried to reassure her that it was about the health concerns. And 3. If diabetes runs in her family, you have a genuine reason to be concerned for her health. 220 pounds at that height and as a woman is no joke. I didn't take my weight seriously and am suffering permanent damage because of diabetes. Please, if you're the girlfriend reading this, take it seriously. You can and will destroy your body forever. He loves you and is trying to help keep you safe. 100% not the arsehole. You should just go and find someone thinner if my looks really turn you off so much. You said nothing of the kind. You made it very clear that this is about health. She is projecting her own disappointment in herself onto you. Very important fact to remember, you can eat your way out of little to no exercise, but you cannot exercise your way out of a bad diet. If she cannot stomach the thought of the exercise part for now, she can and should concentrate on the weight loss part. Not think of it as a diet, rather a permanent, healthy lifestyle change. When she sees a little bit of progress, even the scale going down just a few pounds, or clothing feeling just a little bit less tight if scales are triggering, it will motivate her to keep going. Eventually, once the new eating plan has become habit, she can baby step her way into exercising. Nah, but I will say this, you can't force anyone to lose weight. She has to want it for herself. Hubby and I were in your spot about 6 months ago. He is 5'10" and was 275 pounds. I was 5'7" and 213, although a year before I was 225. Anyway, we both decided we wanted to change and lose weight as we were deeply unhappy with our bodies. Same as you, we both eliminated sugars, including grains and fruits. We are now 248 pounds and 188 respectively. It is hard. I've been much more pure than Hubs with what I eat. He cheats more, but we both have the same attitude that you only cheat yourself when you cheat, and I don't shame him. If your girlfriend is hiding sweets and gorging herself on them, honestly, sounds like she does not really want to do this with you. Or it could be that she is addicted to sugar. It triggers the pleasure center in the brain like other bad things, and I admit it can be vicious. I've experienced pretty bad withdrawals, cravings, shakes, etc. when I quit sugar cold turkey. Either way, you should sit down and have an honest conversation with her. Tell her that you are worried about her and sad that she feels the need to hide this from her. If she does not want to do this diet with you, that is okay. You still love her and support her no matter what. If she changes her mind down the road, you can offer help. Then focus on your weight loss journey. It might be that when she sees your success, she might want to join you. But until she reaches a point she is willing to fight for it, it won't happen. And not the arsehole. I'll preface with, harshness needs to be used in the right way and from the right people. And not enough information here to really tell if you were brutally honest or brutal and honest. But assuming you weren't mean, but rather that you were telling your fiancé something that she really needed to hear, regardless of how tough it was, then you weren't the arsehole. Like you mentioned, obesity is lethal, and personal accountability of personal fitness is the only way to combat it. I caution you, however, don't try to convince her to work out. Convince her to want to work out. There are two types of motivation. External, or motivation because of something else, fear of repercussions, desire for gains, and internal, or intrinsic personal motivation. If you provide external motivation to your fiancé, then it is very likely she will A. resent you, and B. relapse into unhealthy habits, as she has. She needs to develop internal motivation so that she wants to get better. She likely doesn't look at her obesity as what it is, a terminal disease. If you want to help her, you can't just force her to work out or preach to her the importance. You need to help her realize herself that she is sick and needs to get better. I'm torn in this one. I feel like he probably flew off the handle at her, which is why she was hiding it in the first place. He seems to have no problem being really strict, but a lot of people just can't go from 0 to 100, and that's how they developed weight issues to start with. Also, I think he needs to make it clear, if true, that the issue isn't so much that she's not participating, it's probably more that she didn't say, I can't keep to this program, it doesn't work for me, it's too strict for me to follow. Is that because she saw you having so much success that she was embarrassed, or because she finds it difficult to talk about it with you, etc.? Nah, as individuals, you can set any standard for yourself that you want. If either of you are okay being obese, then have at it. But if you decide to be a couple, now you are representing two people. Now two people are setting the standard for each person. Now you need both people who are okay with you being obese. One person in your couple doesn't want obesity to be a part of the relationship. One person doesn't mind if the relationship involves obesity. Now it's up to the couple to find a compromise or declare it to be an incompatible relationship. And nah, unless you're admitting the fact that she's a professional athlete, her BMI makes her obese. You also mentioned that diabetes runs in the family. There's a significant chance she's going to cause herself health issues in the future. You're not the arsehole for bringing this up with her. She knows that she's not sticking to the agreement that you both made. She's secretly binge eating. However, she's not the arsehole either. Her body, her choice. You have to accept if she doesn't want to do this. Her health is her responsibility. OP, you need to prepare yourself for problems in your relationship's future. There will come a point where you're not going to be obese, and she is. I'd bet what little savings I had that it's going to cause insecurity on her part. Alright, and now we're back to the original post. Here is the edit by the original poster. Edit 1. It's been a little over 6 hours, and me and my fiancé have been lurking in the comments, reading them actively, and in some cases, responding. We've come to a conclusion that it's no longer about whether or not I was an arsehole or if she was. The way things were going was obviously not working, and getting honest feedback made us both realize that this wasn't working. She opened up to me about how hard this is and how much she's been struggling. She wants to lose weight, but she can't find the motivation. She opened up about a lot more, including a growing insecurity about me getting more attractive. She felt like I was slowly pulling away from her. I assured her that I wasn't going to leave her, ever. I apologized that I didn't notice her struggle. More importantly, we decided to both get help. We're going to find a therapist to help us improve on communication and to find out if there was underlying issues for her lying and her desire for certain foods. If there is an underlying issue, we'll take it from there. If there isn't, we'll find another way that works for her. My way just doesn't work for her. I agree with the comments below that she does need to lose weight, but not on my terms. We'll find a way that works for her, including exercise that she enjoys. I'll support her in finding this, but will stop pushing my way onto her and making her feel the need to hide her snacking. The diet will change for her. Mine can keep going the way it is because it works for me. Hers will change depending on her desires and needs. She'll start with the diet and slow down the exercising at the moment as it's simply too invasive for her. I love her very, very much, and she also apologized for lying to me for the past 3 months. We'd made up, shared some well-deserved cuddles and kisses, and I will support her through it all, no matter how tough it'll get. Thank you everyone for your comments. It was an important eye-opener for both of us. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our subreddit. Our subreddit is a place to share pictures, ask questions, and get support on your weight loss journey. To join, just open the description below and click the top link. Click Use App, install the Reddit app, create an account, and then click Join once you're at our subreddit. We'd love to have you join us on the subreddit. Once again, the link is below. I don't know just whatever it says, so I didn't realize exactly how much weight I'd gained till the candid picture on the left. I was always taking pictures in certain angles. My friends and my boyfriend were too polite, and BD can be the other way around too, I guess. Down to 145 pounds from 190. Still some way to go. I'm 5'2". My OK Throwaway says, remember to take pics of your progress. They help. Left was last summer. Right is from today. I was feeling down on myself today for not making faster progress in my weight loss, so I decided to recreate this photo from right around my heaviest, and I'm counting it as a non-scale victory. A weight loss anon says, female 20, 5'3", 1 week apart, May 18th to 25th, 165 to 163 pounds, starting weight 186, getting closer to being able to button those jeans. Red Face Sadness says, feel like crap after binging. Need to remember how far I've come. First taken at the start of uni, the second at the end, 4 years apart. Terminally Unhip says, a non-scale victory. These shoes used to be tied on the second row. Today, I had to use the third to keep them from slipping. Down 47 pounds since January. Thanks for sharing featured narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.